So now we're going to take a look at how to draw a few different kinds of roofs in two-point perspective. I'll show you a few different kinds so you can choose which ones you want for your drawing. So I have a building drawn. The first type of roof I'm going to show you is pretty easy, and it's just like a pyramid roof. So it's going to have, if this was a real house in real life, all four sides of the roof would slant up and join at a single point. So I need to figure out first where that point's going to be. Do I want a really tall pyramid roof? That might look a little funny, but I could do it if I wanted. But basically, find roughly the center of your building. This works best on a building that's symmetrical, so it doesn't have a long edge and a short edge. But find the center of your building and go up as tall as you want your building to be and put a dot. That's going to be the peak of your roof. So now I need to draw 3 lines connecting this peak with the 3 corners of my building here. So these lines, they're not going to be orthogonal, they're not going to be horizontal, they probably won't be vertical, they're just going to be 3 slanted lines. This one might end up looking vertical, but it might not. And that's it. That's really easy. So, second type of roof is also fairly simple. I want to show you a dome roof because they're a lot of fun to include in a drawing of a city. So again, a dome roof works best on a building that's symmetrical, so both sides are fairly even. And again, roughly around the center, decide how tall you want your dome to be. I wouldn't put it up there because it's going to look a little funny, so I would put it probably right about there. And now, you're not going to use your ruler anymore, you're going to draw curves. And this is tricky because you have to get this curve to sort of match this curve. That's when using these light sketchy lines as you go is really good before you commit with a darker line. So now, to make this look really like a dome, I'm going to draw basically kind of lines of longitude. Like if this is the North Pole, I want to draw these curved lines that come up to the North Pole that are sort of evenly spaced around here. All right. So again, light sketchy lines, curve them up. They have to go right to that point. And you'll have one come right down here too. So there's your dome. You can fly a little flag off the top if you want. There you go. There's your dome roof. I'd maybe curve this a little bit better. But that's how you do it. So the last type of roof I'm going to show you is my favorite kind to draw. It's called a gable roof. And that's the kind of roof that has one triangular side and then a ridge. So this works best on a building that's not symmetrical. So it has a long side and a short side. So the short side is where that triangular part's going to be. And this is a little tricky to figure out, but you need to find the center of this side of your building. And you can't measure it because it's in perspective. So we have to find a different way to find the center of this building. So we're going to draw an X in this side of the building. So I'm going to use my ruler. I'm going to draw lightly, because I'll erase this later, an X on this side of my building. And where these 2 lines meet, this is the center of this side of my building. So now I want the peak of that triangle on this side to be above the center of my building. So if I go vertically up from there, and then decide where I want the peak of my roof to be, and put a dot. Okay, so the peak of the triangular part of your roof has to be above the center of this side of your building. Now I'm going to connect this peak to the corners of this side of my building. Like that. So this is the gable. Now I need to draw the ridge. And the ridge is going to start here at the peak, and it's going to be an orthogonal line. So in this case, it's going to point to my right vanishing point. So there's my ridge. Now I need to end my roof. I'm not going to draw a vertical line because that would not look right. The type of line that I have to draw will be a line that's parallel to this one. So whatever angle this is at, it's not an orthogonal, it's not a vertical, it's just a line that's at an angle. This line needs to be parallel to this one. So I'm just going to slide my ruler over. I'm holding it at the same angle, draw my line to end my roof. That's how you draw a gabled roof.